y'all, this is Voluptuously Skinny, and I am here for my post-op week 19 update. And so let's get to it. 369.9 was my high weight, 329.6 was my surgery weight, and my current weight is 371 pounds. And yes, I'm still smiling, but if you calculate, last week I was 370.6 pounds. And so that means that I've actually had a small gain of 0.4 pounds. And so since surgery, that's 58.6 pounds. In total, 98.9 pounds. And to my goal, I have 1.1 pounds more to go to reach 100 pounds lost. So I'm still excited. I'm still trudging on. And I know that there's reasons for the gain other than me not eating right, because I've actually been doing pretty good. So my protein count is up. It's up to 88 grams on average. My calorie count is up. It's up to 748. And exercise this week, I did 3 days. So I'll get to all of that, and I'll get to the gain, all of that stuff. So takeout, I did not eat out this past week. We ate in. I was cooking. I'm able to eat more of what I cook for the boys, and I'm more diligent about what I cook for the boys. So what I can eat, they can eat is more like it. Not so much what they eat, I can eat. So we've been eating in quite a bit. And as far as new foods, I don't think I've had any new food, so to speak. Oh, yes. These little sugar-free candies. Yeah, those are good. Werther's Original Sugar-Free Hard Candies. You can eat 5 of these. I don't have my glasses on, so you can eat 5 of these, and it's like 40 calories, 1.5 grams of fat, 14 grams of carbs. And I usually can eat 1 or 2 and be fine. But if you have a sweet tooth, those are definitely something that helps out with that. Let's see, what else? So that's all for new foods. Okay, so let's get to the weight gain. Let's get to the exercise. So y'all know I was doing a 30-day challenge because I wanted to reach 30 days of exercising. And so didn't reach it, but I did reach 20 days in a row and decided I needed to take a break. I felt like I was exhausted, like my body was just not wanting to move. And not only that, but last week I told you I was breaking out and more acne, and started to feel my weight had really jumped too. It was jumping up so bad. Because I don't know if you guys know, I weigh every day. And it doesn't bother me. I know some people, it really bothers them to weigh every day and they can't handle the fluctuations. But I've done it for years. There was only a period of time where I wasn't weighing. And then when I stepped on the scale, that's when I realized that I was 369.9 pounds. And so that right there taught me again, no, you got to do what is best for you. So as far as the weighing, if weighing once a month is good for you and that is encouraging for you, weigh once a month. If weighing once a week is good for you, weigh once a week. If weighing every day is good for you, then weigh every day. I've read a lot on maintenance, and one of the things that I've read consistently about maintenance is that a lot of people who maintain their weight typically weigh every day or more frequently than once a week, because it can easily get out of hand, especially if you're weighing once a month. But don't let me discourage you. If you're weighing once a month and that's good for you right now, weigh once a month. Because I was also reading the other day that somebody who had weight loss surgery, that they were talking about plateaus, because I've been reading about plateaus. And they were saying they never really experienced a plateau because they decided very early on that they were going to weigh once a month. And so every time they weighed, they saw a loss. And so they were excited about that, which I think is a great idea. I just like weighing every day. So Anyway, oh, the other reason that I still weigh every day is because years ago when I was weighing every day, had lost quite a bit of weight. I noticed that over the course of like 8 or 9 days, I had gained 12 pounds. Now, mind you, this is after having a downward spiral of weight loss, weight loss, weight loss, weight loss. And then all of a sudden, it just kept going up and up and up. And so by the end of that week and a half, after I gained like 12 pounds, I knew something was wrong. And that's when I found out that I had high blood pressure. And they were able to prescribe me the correct medication and get that under control. So there are benefits for from any of them that you do, whether it's weighing once a month, whether it's weighing once a week, or whether it's weighing once a day. I think the obsession gets in there when you're weighing like 3, 4, 5 times a day. Your weight is going to fluctuate. It's going to fluctuate, but don't weigh that many times, y'all. That's too much. Anywho, so I think the definition of a plateau is when you basically haven't lost any weight, or have lost very little, or have stayed in the same weight range for 2 or more weeks. And so what I can tell you is from January 7th to even today, I have been in the range of 270. Actually, I did actually one day reach 100-pound loss, but it was like a one-day thing. And I didn't count it because it wasn't my official weigh-in day, because I do have an official weigh-in day, and that is Wednesdays. Because Wednesday was the day of my surgery. Not necessarily because of weigh-in Wednesday. But anyway, let me get back to the subject. So from January 7th, I was 272.8 to, what I currently weigh, which is 271. And it literally has been around this range for the last almost 3 weeks. So you got like 272, 273, 272, 271, 71, 71, 71, 71, 70, 70, 69, 70, 70, 71, 72, 72, 72, 72, 72, 71. So I would definitely call that possibly a plateau. Now, the other thing, I don't want to totally claim a plateau, because I've been exercising. And mind you, I've only exercised 3 days this week, but I exercised for 20 days in a row. And that was with weightlifting and with cardio. And based on what my nutritionist said last week, when she said there was a gain of 30 pounds of muscle, then I know that I have gained, I'm continuing to gain muscle. So I think that that has kind of caused my body to kind of stand still at this weight. But the other thing, you just have to marvel at the awesomeness of God, because he has these built-in mechanisms for our bodies to be able to catch up with all the things that are going around, all the environmental things that we introduce to it, everything that we're doing to our body. God has made us so perfect that we have this automatic mechanism that stops our bodies and allows our bodies to heal from whatever we're doing and to catch up. Our metabolism to catch up, our cell growth to catch up, everything to catch up. It allows it to catch up. The other thing that I've noticed too is that my hair is still shedding, but it's not shedding as much. And so I think that with all of this, and that's been probably within the last 3 weeks or so when all of this is kind of taking place. So I'm just thanking God, and I'm just being patient while he does whatever work he's doing in my body, so that my body can keep on pushing forward and losing that weight. In addition to that, I noticed a change. And a lot of my other friends, they said, yeah, we see that you're working out because you seem like you're losing more weight. And it's not that I'm losing more weight, it's that I'm losing those inches. And I'm definitely I took measurements at the very beginning of my journey, and I haven't taken them since. So that's one thing that I'll try to remember to get for you, are measurements. And so you can see just how far I've come in that way. I also had somebody ask me for pictures, and I need to take my 4-month pictures. And I'll have my son do that and try to post those as well, so that you can kind of see the progression of where I was and where I am now. So back to the acne and the exhaustion. I mean, dead tired, y'all. Dead tired. Was at work talking to somebody and trying to really meet with them, and I could have fallen asleep right there looking at them. Was at church on Wednesday of last week, and my eyes started closing. I was thinking, how embarrassing. Um, then I was having horrible back pain, irritability. Y'all, as a female, and this for the men that are watching, I apologize. I'm going to talk about women stuff. But as a female, you know those things really mean one of two things typically. The breast tenderness, all of that. It either means you're pregnant or you're about to come on your cycle. Well, I don't know if I've told you guys this, but I had an ablation done in 2011. And so I haven't had a cycle, so to speak, since 2011. Now, my friend calls it a ghost cycle because I still typically have the symptoms. But as far as mother flow coming, I have not had that since 2011. Well, lo and behold, last Friday, mother flow came. Yeah, I was surprised and horrified all at the same time, thinking, where in the world did this come from? So, what I started to investigate it, like what is going on with my body. And come to find out, weight loss causes a lot of hormonal changes to happen in your body. And so, like I said, God knows my body, and he knows my body, it needs to heal. And so I think that that's why it's just processing everything right now, because even that in itself, that wasn't supposed to happen. So I guess that was the reason for all the breakouts. I didn't realize that at the time, but it was extreme breakouts. And it was hormones, major hormones. Um, so anyway, it actually just happened for one day, but it was heavy enough not to call it spotting. And I was so thankful that I made it home because I didn't even know. So that means that for the time being, I'm going to have to carry some supplies. I didn't even have any supplies. I was looking in my closet or my cabinet searching for anything, and just so happened I had this small little package of panty liners that I could use. But anyway, that's kind of TMI. But anywho, yes, I'm still tripping off of that, and just praying that it won't be coming back. Lord, heal my body, especially of that. So anyway, that is that. As far as non-scale victories, I forgot to bring in my meal planning sheet. I had two different meal planning sheets that I was trying to use. One of them is too laborious. It is too much. And so I'm just going to use my regular dinner one. And but I'll show those to you. I'll show it to you next time, because I didn't bring them in here with me, and right now they're in the living room. But, well, this is another challenge, actually. I am burned out on most of the food that I'm eating, y'all. Chicken is, I told y'all last week, I think that chicken is just, I'm done with chicken. Um, I think I need some variety. I'm done with cold foods. I am, today I was trying to drink my shake. Well, I didn't even drink my shake this morning. I didn't drink it until later, because I said to myself, I don't want anything sweet and I don't want anything cold for breakfast. I want something warm and hot. So my lunch that I took to work, I actually heated that up and ate that for breakfast. But it all worked out in the end. Um, but if you guys have any ideas or anything that you're doing differently, I've tried like the chicken crust pizza, and like I said, I've been cooking for the boys and really trying to cook for them what I would eat. Like tonight, I cooked them chicken soup and some garlic bread, and I wasn't hungry because I had already eaten like 2/3 of a protein bar. And remember, the protein bars, I said, if you're gonna eat those, especially if you eat the majority of it, then you're going to need to use that as a meal replacement and not as a snack, because it's so many carbs, it's so much protein, and it is so many calories. So I use it as a meal replacement. But if you have any ideas or any solutions as far as being burnt out on food, um, it has happened to me and I need help with that. Um, I appreciate the friend requests and you all coming and join me on Fitness Pal. That has been awesome. I love to see people's progress. I love to see your journals because it gives me an idea. That helps me get an idea of different variety of things that I can make or that I can choose from. And so I love to see y'all working out. I love to see how many days that you have logged on. Oh my gosh, I think her name is Lisa VSG. I think that's what it is. I'm gonna have to figure it out so I can get it right. But my God, she has logged in for 1,015 days. I have never seen that in all the years that I have been in Fitness Pal. I've seen like 300, 400 days. But that is an amazing feat, and she has encouraged me, and I'm definitely wanting um to reach that goal for sure. So, anyway, I'm not going to keep y'all much longer. If you have any questions, if you have any comments, if you have experienced any of the hormonal changes that I have experienced, y'all, 2011, 2016, it's been a long time. That's some major hormonal changes. But anyway, if you've experienced any hormonal changes that you would love to share, please share them with me. I want to hear, I want to make sure that I'm normal. Just y'all reach out to me, holla at me. Um, I just want y'all to say I'm looking at this as a positive thing. Just because that scale doesn't go down, it doesn't mean a thing. As long as you are doing what you're supposed to do, as long as you're eating well, as long as you're exercising, and as long as you're speaking life into yourself, you are doing the right thing. And it doesn't matter what that scale says. So no matter what comes to try and derail you, y'all keep y'all's head up and keep on moving, keep on grooving. God got us. He got our back. And he's going to make sure that everything is in order and that it lines up because we are being good stewards of our tool. Okay? I love y'all. Peace out, baby. Mwah.